Well, hello again. This is another video. This is Back to Basics Part 4. This is on setting up your functions in your locos. Your sound functions, that is. With sound functions, every one you buy, whether it's like I got with Bachman, which is directly in there, if you buy the Hornby TTS's or anybody else's, all the sound files are all totally different. A lot in Hornby ones are the same, but there are slight little changes sometimes, but the main thing is every one is totally different. So what you actually need is, such as this one here is for the class 31, and as you see there are 25 functions in that one. If I now go to this one, which is my 4F, which is sitting over there, there's only 18 functions in that one. If I go to my 158, which is this one here, there's 28 functions in that. There are 28 functions in that one, and in my 1P, that one there's 25. So each one is totally different. There's no set standard as such. But what you find in most functions is function 0 is the lights, function 1 is the sound, and then they go on from whistles or wherever it might be. Over which you saw the last time, my little Royal Mail one, the Royal Mail one has got a standard 4 decoder. Now what that does at that is function 0 is the running lights, function 1 instead of sound is actually the front cab lights, and function 2 is the rear cab lights. So it's using 3 of the functions up. Most of these others, as I say, these have got 28 functions in, 25, 18, they all vary. So as I say, this is the one for my 158. As you can see, there's 28 of them there. Now the thing is if you use the Hornby ones, most of them, these functions are already in the system. So what we'll do first is, if you go to your list there, which we're going to do here, I always hate this bit. Right, you've put your train in, whatever it might be, in here. Now, one of the things is with this system is there's all your functions there which are not in use at the moment. If you go on to here, now the one you most probably want isn't most probably in here. But what we can do is in there we can put in R, let's call it 3706. No, we won't do that. Take that out. Sorry about that. Let's do this one. We put it in as class 20. Right, there's your class 20s. Now if you notice on this, there are the code numbers. There's one there with a T on the end. If you put that one in, what you'll actually get is all the functions, like that. All already in. Now, some of these might not be exactly to what you've got in here, but you can always alter them. Now, there's 2 ways of altering them quite easily. So what you've got here is door slam. Now what I would do, because I use voice, if I said door slam, it most probably won't work. So what I would do with that is do this and just put it as door or doors. Like the whistles, I could put whistle 1, whistle 2. And that's how I have to do them to make sure that they all work on this system. See, lights on, lights off, that's into bad. It's these horns usually the problem ones. Brake squeal, it could be anything in here. If we go down here a bit, guard's whistle is another one. I can't say guard's whistle. Now if I actually go in here, which is the ones which are in the rail master system, and look down here, there is one there which is guard driver buzzer, which is like for a diesel. I can't say that. I have to just put it in as guard. So all I do with that is do that and take this bit out here and leave it as guard, and mine works. But you can put anything you want in, such as like that one is if I actually take that out of there and put in detonator, then that's very, because I have got my, well, as you know, my little Schenker, that's got detonators in it. My class 158's got it. So you have to write these files in. If you've got, instead of that, if you've got a normal train, we'll just go in here, we'll just put this and we'll just go for this Heineken one there. Right, so there's your train. Got the maximum cruise speed there, but there it's all blank. If you've got a Batman train, so what I've done here, if I just go to here now, which is where my files are, I'll go to here now, and I put that in as this one, and open, because this is because of the image, so I'll have to do this, and do this, and put it as that, click that. Now it's changed it to that. So you can change them around any way you want in this system. Now, another one with this thing here is, see this bit here? You can put, normally what you'll get with this, you'll get add a new group, right? So what I'm going to do there is I actually do this, and I'll just put like this, and I'm just, then what you do, you can put it what you want. I put in like shunters, I put in steam, I put in diesels, I put in all sorts. I've got DMUs in there, but you can make your own little groups up. So that's electric, right? If you then click the enter button on your keyboard, let's go this way around. Do this one, and we put it in as green as we did before. Green, press the enter button and say, do you want to add this new group? And you say yes. That has done that now, so you come out of there now. Okay. And what happens then, if I come out of there, is up here you get this little box, and in this box here I've got steam, diesel, shunters, maintenance, express, demo. So in there, if I actually go there and go for DMU, or you actually get the DMUs up, and that's all you do it. It's a quick way of sorting your locos out. But getting back to the functions, right? As I said, you can put what you want in. It depends on your loco. Now, I've got a couple of, well, 2 or 3 examples. Right, this one here, which is the Hornby one, right? This one here, the Hornby one. So what we've got there is, one thing is, if I go to this now, you'll notice all this lot here. Normally, when you have it, you've got the 6 or 8 there, and there's a little red arrow there. What you can do with that is, if you go to your INI file, which is looking on that cog there, down at the bottom there should be one called full controllers equals 0. That is 6. If you then put a 1 instead, click that. Now to make it work, you've got to turn rail master off, turn it back on again, and then what you'll actually get, you'll get the other functions, such as like this one. This has got 28 functions. So what you can do with this is go like this and push. Look at that. That's how many that's got in it. So that is a way of doing it. Now the functions, as I said, they're all totally different. Every train is different. This train has got queer things to it. This one has got the same, and also that one, but this one hasn't. This is a standard TTS decoder, and this is class 31. So if I go to the class 31 and I put the sound on, I've got the cold start. I can do it. I can do the thrash. I can do the thrash. There's a thrash going on. I can turn it off again. One of the things this one's actually got in is it's got flange squealing, it's got wagon clanging, and this is the wagon clanging. And then I've got on iron like that. I've got door slam, which is the driver's door as such. So you change them to what you want. And what you do is you can only click 6. So I've got 28, but I can only click the first 6, which is this lot across here, like this. So that is that one. Now if I just turn that one off, because I don't want that one on. If I now go to my little crimson tank, which is this one here, my 1P. If I now click this one up onto the big mode, if I turn the sound on, which is on now, this one has got firebox glow. Now some of the homey ones are bringing them out now, but I've got one or two of these which have got the firebox glow. I've got a mogul, a dapple mogul, which has got the firebox glow in. And all it actually is a function on the system. So if I actually click this one now, there's a little glow you can see coming out of the firebox. But this has got some peculiarities. This is right. So what you've got here is what we've got. First of all, we've got a shunt mode, right? So if I go to shunt, do that, stop it. If I now put it in reverse, but I've got one here called Shunt Mode. If I click that first and then click the shunt, look how slow it is. So you can go to buffer up onto wagons, no problem at all. I take that one off. Now then, another one this has got in, it's got handbrake on and off. So I click this one. There's a handbrake on. If I now click the cruise, nothing. It stays where it is. Now if I take the handbrake off, and that's how it works. Also with this one is the coal will not shovel until your firebox is on, open, which is logic in a way. So if I now do this one, take this one off, do this, put that out of the way a minute. Now when it comes to this one, say this has got 28 functions in, this one has. This is an unbelievable train, this is. So if I actually go on here now and bring you this one up, if I put on the lights, this has also got another function in there. I can actually turn them off and leave them on, or put them on and leave them off. It's got coach lights, which is there. The other one is cab lights. Now what it is the cab light is on the back. Now I've remapped this one, and what happens is this, under normal conditions, when this train starts off, that cab light goes out. Then again, the guard normally sits in there, so he go in the dark. So what it is, I can now just turn that on and it'll stay on, it won't go off. I've done one or two little tricks with this one. But also what this one's got is if I put the sound on, I can do things with the doors, but also this has got in is, I'll put on it, I've got the guard, as I do. See, all I've got in there is guard, nothing else. It's got wipers. Can you hear them? Guard's buzzer. Well, it's also got a phone. It's got station ambience. You'll notice it's as it is there. Now if I now go, wait till this go turn off again. If I now turn all these off. Right. If I go back into here, right, when you bring a train up, such as like my HN rail, which is this one here, now you've got all the sounds in, what you can do, you can test them. So if you click this, it puts the lights on. If I click this one, if I click that, it'll turn them off again. If I do this one, it does sound on. I've got the guard one there. Detonators. So what it basically is that if it's, let's turn that off and then. If it's like that, it's just one horn. If it's got on off, that's a latching. Same as what you've got here is day on and off. What that one is if I click the lights on, which is that one there, this day one, if I click that one, they change to that. If I click it off, they change back to that. So what you've got is, when you've got nothing in, it's just one, like a guard, one guard whistle. It's like a coal shovel. If you just put coal, it's shovel once and it won't shovel again. But if you put on and off, that's a latching, it'll keep shoveling as long as you've got it switched on, and then you just turn it off again. So that is how you can do them. Now if I actually just come out of there for a minute, a quick way round sometimes is, in here there's a little button. If you click that, that is Steam 1, and that'll give you some of the Steam sounds. If you click it again, you'll get more. This is more like what you've got on a normal express train, so it's like a guard's whistle, coal, water fill, you've got all sorts of things there. If you click it again, you get a diesel one. So these are all your diesel, looks on off, diesel notch up and down, shunt on and off. And then if you click that again, diesel 2, you've got another different one, which is a shorter one. This has only got 9 functions there showing, whereas this one, if I just go back to diesel 1, that has actually got 15 functions there. So that could help you a lot by putting them in first. And if I actually go back to here, drive 2, that's none. And that's how you normally get them. So that is how you actually put the functions in. And say, if anybody's unsure of that, they can, all you've got is ring me, go on TeamViewer, and I can show them how to do all this. I do this on a regular basis with some of the people I work with. That fault that I told you about in the last video, where after 65 the trains wouldn't go at all, I actually wrote to the support team, explained that I've actually cured it as such, and what it most probably was, it was actually the disc which he'd got, and it was a very old disc and his old version, and there's been a lot of updates since then. So if you put it in, what you need to do, don't put that in, go to Hornby Railmaster and put in the download for the evaluation, and then put your codes in off your disc. That way around you've got a complete up-to-date system. So that is how you can do functions. If I actually just come down here a minute now, if I come out of here and then go to here a minute. Now, one of the things is you can always get me on 01782 302194. My email address is there as well. And please subscribe. And another one is, I've mentioned this before, if you go to Handbrake Railmaster, Brian Hughes, you'll get this, which is basically all my videos down there like that. Now, one of the things is there's an icon there. You click on the icon like that. What you'll get is, this is how I see mine on my system. If you look at this bit here, this is my icon. Just here it says donate. If anybody wants to donate, I'll be most welcome. Well, it's 20p, 50p, what it might be. I'd be most grateful. It will help when I'm doing some of these videos and buying some new stuff in to show you what we can do with the system. So once again, don't forget to call me. I'm always here. Don't be afraid to call me. It might sound stupid sometimes what you might be thinking you've got to ask me, but I've had every fault that there is in this system. I've been doing this for 9 years, so I can instantly tell you what it could be. One of them which has came up once is I've had them where that shunter, you put it on shunt and it goes at 100 mile an hour. And what it actually is these haven't got them in, I think they were there. This maximum speed one is, if it says 1, that's the problem one. So you've got to take these off and put it back in again to get rid of that 1, because that's saying 100 mile an hour. So anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you again soon, and thank you for watching, and please subscribe again. Thank you very much. Bye.